forward. He served half his life for Hanover Township. Think about that. Half of his life he devoted to his town, and he was very good at it at the same time. He served 17 years as mayor of this town, and we're very proud of that as well. And he served with some wonderful people as well. He's part of a long time dynasty of individuals that he served with. And Mike Saucus, Keith Skurlis, Donna Frios, Radice, Albone, need I say more, right? And today with us today, we still have other members who have served together. We have here Bob Steiger, past mayor of Hanover Township, who's joined us today, and as well as John Tort, deputy mayor. Where's John?
Right here.
John Tort, served as deputy mayor for quite a while. And if I'm missing anybody that's in us, forgive me. But we're all here to honor Sal today. We put politics aside. We put issues aside. We put all the differences we have aside for this particular day, and we're very, very honored to do it. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce your mayor of Hanover Township. Right? I'd like to introduce John Faramasca. John, for a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out on such a beautiful day to celebrate and give honor to the memory of Sal. It's all fitting that we're here in Heritage Woods on Heritage to do this, because if you reflect back and you think about Sal's contribution, very, very much part of the heritage of this neighborhood, of this township, as well as all of the gifts that he's given to us. So it's a form of honor, it's a form of celebration. When you see the name of the sign, you'll get it, because Sal was a very, very kind individual. He had some tough, gruff, positions on issues, but in the end, a man with a very, very big heart, and he did a lot of good for all of us, and he helped transfer this town. Think about it, transition this town. Think about this town, 1964 versus today, from a mill town to a fine suburban community, one which is probably one of the best in Morris County, if not in the state of New Jersey. So thank you for coming out and celebrating and honoring his memory. And now what we'd like to do, Ron, is have the family commemorate.
Yeah, Bob, you want to come forward? Say a few words?
Sure. Larry and I have been going through papers for the last few weeks in Dad's office, and let me tell you, he kept everything. He kept everything, and one of the things we have to do is tip the garbage man, because it's not, he kept everything, literally kept everything. But there's a lot of love in that house, and there's a lot of love for the town in that house.
No problem.
And I have to tell you, the friendships that he made in public service in this town were friendships that he cherished his entire life. One of the other things we were reflecting on is Mom and Dad moved here in 1955 onto Malcars Road. And interestingly, only 2 schools were in town. Student Old School at that time and Whippany School. Route 287 wasn't there, Route 24 wasn't there. And it's just, when you think back over the time since 1964, what everybody together did, and Sal was part of that team in this town, is one of the greatest places to live, greatest places to raise a family. Later in years, I will say, the biggest joy he had was actually watching the kids in the backyard. And thank you guys for coming, okay? Because that was actually what it's all about. Creating a community where people can raise and educate their families the way they want to. And you all know, and it was a lot of time. A lot of time. Mayor, Ron, anybody in public service, we know what you did. We grew up with it, and your dedication, Mr. Court, the dedication that you guys provide for this town, that Sal was part of that team, we all thank you. We all thank you, and he would be thanking you for continuing his hard work.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
He was, to say he was a diamond in the rough is an understatement. Diplomacy was not something in his English language. He just wanted to get things done, and if you got in his way, God bless you.
I got some letters from the kids.
Say hello to Brian. Say hello to Brian Cahill, recently elected to your township committee once again for another 3 years. So Brian, we're happy to have him. At this time, some brave soul is going to have to climb this ladder and unveil this.